This is the WWE Smackdown July 25, 2025 full show results video which takes place at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. WWE Smackdown kicks off live in the arena with an "In Memory of Hulk Hogan" on the giant screen. The WWE locker room is on stage as are legends and the fans chant Hogan as Triple H begins to talk. He begins by saying that, "Yesterday, we lost one of the greatest, most recognized icons in the world." He says the truth that he captivated millions of people and inspired them around the globe. "We would not be standing here right now, all of us together, if it were not for him." Triple H says the one and the only, the immortal, Hulk Hogan, and a 10-bell salute is made. The fans chant Hogan and a Hulk Hogan video tribute plays. Back from the commercial, Logan Paul makes his entrance and gets on the mic and says the city raised him but didn't make him, and in fact he makes the city. He knows you're in the crowd thinking he's just like you, but he has nothing in common with anyone here because he made it out and they didn't. But tonight is not about him, it's about the community. He says he is giving back because they will see a special edition of Impulsive TV Live. He says that he will show the Kentucky Fried Convict what a real star looks like. Then comes Jelly Roll and says he's sick of Logan talking about Cleveland like those people actually like him. They bicker back and froth. Roll tells him he's gonna put him in a body bag and ship him back to Westlake, and says what really pisses him off is that Paul has never had to struggle. Logan has been a silver spoon kid his whole life, and he's not getting in this ring just for himself, but for every poor kid who had a dream they'd never make it and got picked on by high school jocks like Paul. He calls Paul soft as Charmin and says he's nothing but a prime-peddling punk-ass bitch. Drew McIntyre slides in the ring to back Logan up and the crowd chants for Randy Orton. Jelly says he wants them to know they made a really big mistake if they thought he came here alone tonight, and he sings a few bars of Randy Orton's entrance. As soon as Randy gets to the ring, a brawl breaks out and the heels get the better of Mr. Roll and Mr. Orton. Grounded punches from Logan, Randy pulls Drew out of the ring and puts boots to him. Jelly lands some turning jabs, off the ropes, back elbow, shoulder block, he's fired up, then Logan with a front kick, Roll collapses, Paul waits, he ducks a lariat, Bossman slam from Jelly Roll. Then we saw a match between Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez. We see Alexa goes for Sister Abigail, but Rodriguez delivered a cheap shot to Alexa, then Roxanne hits double jump moonsault for 2 counts. Alexa with the snap DDT, headed up top, Rodriguez returns and nails Charlotte with a big boot and hooks her, so Bliss turns on the turnbuckles, perches, then hits Twisted Bliss to the floor on Rodriguez. Alexa goes back inside, Roxanne is ready for her, and Roxanne Perez defeated Alexa Bliss by pinfall with an O'Connor roll and a hand on the ropes for leverage. Jade Cargill is interviewed backstage and says she's gonna show everyone she's a natural-born champion. Chelsea Green rolls up with the secret Hervice and says she got screwed out of Queen of the Ring and Jade Cargill is stupid, slow, maybe useless. She thinks there's a cuter word for it, but Jade is right behind her and decks her with a forearm. Cargill drags her to Gorilla and bounces her face off a mirrored wall. Fireman's carry, Jade marches to the stage and drops her before picking her back up and throwing her down the ramp, then she throws her in the ring and we got a match. Then we saw a match between Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill, and the result of this match was Jade Cargill defeated Chelsea Green by pinfall with Jaded. Post-match, the secret Hervice jumped Jade and beat her down until Tiffany Stratton makes the save. They send Alba Fire and Piper Niven both packing, and Cargill has an opportunity to pick Tiffany's WWE Women's Championship up and put it on one shoulder. Stratton asks for it back, Jade smiles and offers it back but keeps a grip on it for a brief tug of war. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss have a chat backstage and restate their intent to win the tag titles. American Nightmare Cody Rhodes makes his entrance and gets on the mic and says Hulk Hogan's contributions to WWE and entertainment as a whole are staggering and indisputable, so as someone who gets to stand here and say he's a WWE superstar, he was the original, and he wants to take a moment to say thank you, Hulk Hogan. He says SummerSlam isn't about virtue or victory, it's about violence, and last week John Cena saw that and he'll get plenty more at MetLife Stadium. But here's the tricky thing, he doesn't want to wrestle this John Cena. He doesn't want to fight a guy who didn't want this match in the first place, who's counting the days until he's out the door. No, he wants to fight the real John Cena at SummerSlam. If he's gonna stand here and own it, he needs to know he can go through the very best, and that title means the very best. So if this is his last SummerSlam, he wants Cena coming like it's his first, he wants him wearing the title right, running to the ring, all the hustle and loyalty, and they can beat the respect out of each other. He needs to know that this story they've all been part of isn't just fantasy, isn't just legacy, that it means something, that it's real, and John is the only one who has the answer to that question, and he'll see him next week. Jacob Fatu cuts a promo backstage and he says he loved Solo but he tried to get him sent to jail when he told his family and everybody he's never going back. Adam Pearce says they're getting locked in a cage, and he doesn't mind it, because at the end of the day he's gonna dog walk that ass, yada mean? The Miz rolls up to be mad about Fatu putting him on the shelf 6 weeks ago, and he was reminded that he's gone toe-to-toe with legends and monsters, and he's not the victim or the target, he's the main character, and he went to Nick Aldis and got them a match tonight. Jacob turns to face him and the A-lister hauls off and slaps him clean across the face, and Fatu tells him to come on with it. The next match happened between Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu versus The Miz, and the result of this match was Jacob Fatu defeated The Miz by pinfall with a pop-up Samoan drop. Post-match, the MFTs attack Fatu and put boots to him, but Jim Uso makes the save. Chair in hands, he clears most of them off, but Tala Tonga shrugs him off and gives his pals a chance to recover. But that in turn has given Jacob Fatu a chance to get his win back. Ode to Rikishi on Solo, he picks up the chair and horse-collar Sikoa's neck, and Tala takes his head off with a lariat. Tonga follows it up with a chokeslam on the Samoan Werewolf, and the rest of the stable rejoins them to watch Solo lay Fatu out with a Samoan spike. Street Profits and B-Fab are interviewed backstage, and B-Fab says the Wyatts are a different kind of enemy and need to be dealt with in a specific way, and Montez Ford complains about not even being in the qualifying match. Angelo Dawkins says it doesn't matter cause they have next no matter what. DIY roll up to tell them to step aside so they can fix the mess that the Profits made. They bicker, Candice LeRae plays peacemaker and says they have a plan and the Profits just need to stay out of the way. Zelina Vega chases Julia down backstage, but Kianna James interrupts and introduces herself as Julia's official representation, and Vega should talk to her if she wants to talk to Julia. Zelina ignores her and James tells her she went to Nick Aldis and she has her title rematch next week, and after that she can get out of Julia's hair forever, and they have a little back and forth, and that's that. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Andrade El Idolo and Rey Fenix vs Wyatt Six for the WWE Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was Andrade El Idolo and Rey Fenix won the match by disqualification when Nikki Cross pulled a referee out of the ring, and referee called a bell. Post-match, chaos breaks out, Fraxium come in, Motor City Machine Guns, Eric Rowan takes them out, but here come the Street Profits. Enzwajiri from Ford puts the big man in place for a pounce from Dawkins. DIY come down with Nick Aldis in tow for some reason. Then Angelo Dawkins hits Topcon Gyro into everybody, then Montez Ford goes over the ring post, hits Topcon Gyro, and the pile of bodies grows. Security and referees swarm and Nick Aldis climbs in the turnbuckles and gets on the mic. He says he's sick of it, and since they haven't gotten it out of their system, at SummerSlam the tag titles will be put high above the ring for a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and all the 14 will participate in it. Then the brawl continues and the show goes off the air. How much you would rate Week's SmackDown show? Tell me and take comments, and thanks for watching.